everyone, welcome to a productive day in my life. If you're new here, my name is Chitra. I'm a business owner and a content creator. I'm also a stay-at-home mom and I work from home most of the time. And on my channel, I share productive vlogs on how I get stuff done. Now, I will say not every single day is super productive. I just choose to film the days where I have a lot going on and share it with you guys. And today is one of those days. I have three days. Today's the 5th. I'm leaving on the 7th for a 2-week Asia trip with my sister. And we have a lot happening. I had a lot of packages come in and we need to set them up. Me and my husband, we moved into our own place where we're like not living with parents or not living with other roommates last year. And I have just begun this year kind of like setting up the place, decorating, making it look like Pinteresty. I wouldn't say Pinteresty. And just making it feel like a home and not just somewhere that we're renting and we're gonna be moving in a couple of years. So today the plan is setting stuff up for home, doing a bunch of work stuff, getting to bond play with the baby. I say baby, but she is now, as of today, she is 15 months old. And also do some like self-care, personal things because I am traveling soon. I did have a huge launch yesterday. We launched my mini vlog masterclass and I just need to just take care of myself a little bit. I already have like my hair oiled. I just did a quick little like facial exfoliation. I have to finish off my skincare routine. My husband is just using the bathroom to get ready. And while he does that, we're gonna figure out our to-do list for the day and see what we need to tackle. Our team meeting starts in about 5 minutes, but while everybody is joining, I thought we could pull up our to-do list together. I'm gonna switch back to the to-do list that I've been using for most of the year. For the past couple of days, I've been using the Notes app on my phone and on my MacBook, but today I'm gonna switch back to that regular to-do list that we have. It is on my goals sheet. If you guys wanna check it out, I'm gonna link it down below. It's what I use to track my yearly goals, my resolutions, etc. And we're gonna go ahead and switch back into that. All right, just joined the call. And while everybody joins, let's go and I'm gonna quickly go work on just filling out my June calendar. I haven't had a chance to fill it out because we've just had such a busy first 4 days of the month with the launch and everything. We have, let's check on the number of students. An official 5 students in the masterclass, which is pretty exciting for me. I know maybe for some of you, it might not seem like a huge number, but that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start filling out my sheet while we wait for everybody to join our team call. Team meeting is done and I have gone through and I'm just booking my flights for Friday, my domestic flights. I have just been in 2 minds about which flights to book and kept pushing it off to this very last minute. Now, one of my goals for the month of June is to have the best Father's Day ever. If you watched my June reset video, you saw the little images and things that I picked out, the vibe that we want. So now, since I'm not gonna be here for Father's Day, that was a mistake on my part that I planned a trip over Father's Day. Since I'm not gonna be here, I'm gonna call a friend, I wanna say, who has done events for us as a family previously. She did my daughter's annapurna function, birthday, dinners, slightly bigger events. And I wanna ask if they can set something up and let's see what they say. This is gonna be on a much smaller scale. So I don't know if they're going to be able to do it and if they'll even be available, but I'm hoping that they do just because we are friends. Hello? I'm good. How are you? Just changed over my mic. I'm gonna be using this DJI mic. Usually I just use one of the vlog mics. So you might notice a difference in sound quality. This one will sound a lot better in quality just because it's a much more better quality mic. And then also I'm speaking right into it, whereas the vlog mic sits on the camera and I'm usually a little bit further away from the camera. This mic, I lost the little receiver holder, this mount for it. So I just have to balance it on my my camera, which is why I don't always using it. And then also this needs to be be like powered by like needs to be charged and stuff, so it's not always convenient to be using on the go. But because I want to do a bunch of unboxings and I'm going to be walking around the house, I wanted to just have a more like flexible setup, so I don't always have to be standing like right here. Even if I'm standing like here, the audio quality is just the same. Like there's no change. It's not going to drop away. Like if I'm facing away from the mic like I'm doing right now, it's also fine. I'm going to go ahead and mount my phone because I'm going to mini vlog for the day. It's about like 11:30. I just finished the call with the like event organizer decorator. They usually put on events for like big companies or big events like weddings or something like that, openings for, you know, nice restaurants, hotels, but I'm hoping they will do this for me because we are sort of kind of friends. I want to say I consider them as a friend. I'm not sure if they consider me a friend. And then also just as a favor, to be honest with you, because little setup is probably really small for them. And anyway, I hope they do it. Let's go ahead and get started. I have my phone ready to go. On the phone, I'm going to use the Inshot 360 tripod. I talked about this before, and I also just purchased a new one in the last vlog or yesterday for me. This is my favorite, which is why I got another one. The other one that I have is also a favorite, but I like to use it more for when I'm doing like proper shoots. It just takes a lot longer to set up. This one, it's like I can just change the height really quickly. The only bad thing about it is like the phone doesn't go backwards and forwards. The vlog tripod that it's on is much bigger and I can move it up and down a lot more. I can make it face flat and tilt it. That's the main difference. And I'm gonna place this tripod where you can't see it in this vlog, and when this mini vlog can't see the main cam. So might just end up placing it right here. First order of business, I think, is to unpack everything. I have my little blade. Okay, this is already unpacked. These are some like storage boxes for my closet. Okay, then we have some organizers for the closet again. We have some litter for the rabbit's litter box, and it's like I sliced into it and I just sliced into the entire litter as well. It's like paper bedding, I should say. It's not really litter, it's paper bedding. That was so silly of me. I'm always so aware that I'm gonna do that, and the one time that I don't care is the one time that of course it's a million bits of paper. So doing this one carefully. This is just like a little plastic box that I can put the litter in. So I'm gonna just unbox the litter pieces that we have. This entire box is so sticky. That part is done. Oh, also something else here. Almost threw this away. Okay, but I got some new tips for my Apple Pencil. I just ordered a knockoff from Amazon, but I think next time I will get this was like the similar price to what I would have got on the Apple website. So next time I'm just gonna get the legit thing. I didn't realize that Apple sold the legit thing. I thought you had to buy an entirely new pen. Let's open up the next thing. I ordered this ages ago and it has finally come. These are a little plastic box to organize some stuff. All right, gonna take these out so I can see them and kind of start using them. And we have one more package and then we're done. I think what I'm gonna start with is like when there's so much stuff, I feel super overwhelmed. What I'm going to start with is the furniture and the things in my office room, just so I can have that all neat and tidy. I am not going to sit down to do office work until the evening today, but I've been putting it off for so long that I just want to get it done. Okay, I think this is the lights. I got one of those like corner lights, so I think this is that. I'm going to wait to unbox this until the room is ready. So just sliding it down here. All right, we're going to start with the Billy bookshelf. Let me take you guys over there. The hardest part to set up the IKEA furniture is to actually unbox everything, and then afterwards everything's pretty simple. But right now, taking a quick 20-minute break from this because I have to feed the baby her lunch, and then we're gonna continue. Okay, I think I've arranged this little note. I'm not 100% happy with it. But I put this shelf in front of this pillar because behind this pillar, I have like a ladder, I have my tripods, I have actually 2-3 ladders, and I'm gonna put this table as well. So it's kind of like my hidey place. I wish this just came out a little bit more, so it just covered until the end of here, but I might just put like a plant or something there, and then like maybe some plants in the back. I wanted to cover up this window because it looks into the kitchen, and like the kitchen looks out into this area, but this window doesn't bring like that much light into the kitchen, so it's okay to block it. But this shelf becomes too bulky there, and then yeah, the shelf becomes a little bit too bulky there, and then I have to move the seat. And then I'm thinking, should I move the chair here and have the shelf over there? But I also kind of like, you know, just like the look of this chair, like when you look back into it, it's just like these mango trees and all these greenery in the background. Like that's quite nice. So like maybe I just have some like plants or something, just like kind of cover up this window, or just like add something so it just covers the window a little bit. I also like having a chair here. This is like an electric recliner chair, so you press a button and it reclines, and there's a power point for it right here. I'm gonna leave this right now as is, I think, because it just works with the PowerPoint. And then until I can figure out what to do with the decor, I'm not gonna move it. And I'm just gonna move, this is a little like extra table that I use sometimes for shoots, like my laptop and stuff comes on it, or some extra props. So I'm gonna tuck this behind here. And now this like entire like system, this thing here is all tucked away, and I just have to find something cool to put on this like window, because I don't like having to look out to the fridge. So not sure what's gonna go here. I don't know if I can mount a shelf, or I'm thinking it's just gonna be some lights and some hanging plants or something. I think with this area, I wanna do a little bit of like hanging plants, like bring the outside kind of in this little nook. Okay, this thing is done, this shelf. I'm gonna put the little Billy shelves on there a little bit later, I think, because I don't know exactly how to decorate it. Or should I do it now? I think I'm gonna do it a little bit later. I don't know exactly what to put on here, but I think it's gonna be some books, some like decor pieces. So like if I'm standing here and doing a video, I have like a cute little backdrop happening, and imagine some like hanging plants here and stuff. It'll be a cute little thing that's happening. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay, what I decided we're gonna do is go ahead and put in the shelf on this bookcase, because I'm like running around like a headless chook trying to be like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I don't want to go into the bedroom and start like the tasks in there, because the baby's sleeping, and as I've mentioned before, I need to always be passing through the nursery to get to the bedroom, and I don't want to wake her up. If she has a good nap, I'll have at least 90 minutes, 2 hours until she wakes up, and at that point we have to get dressed and go to mommy and me class. Afternoon activity I had to skip because we were working on the launch, and I got today and tomorrow left with her before I head, so I don't want to miss out on that. Let's put the shelves in, then we can just like put some things away, we can do a little bit of a tidy up, and then we can move on to the stuff outside. I want to start like maybe tidying up the desk area, but I can't do that until like I have places to put things. Other than the shelf, I'm gonna get like a little drawer unit where I can put more tech stuff. I'm gonna get 2 drawer units where I can put like a tech stuff and then like things next to my desk. I think that's really needed, or else we have this like really messy situation. So let's sit on my new chair location. Like this looks, I'm looking at myself in the view, like in the little screen, but it looks pretty cool. Imagine, I just need this thing, I think, to be covered, because this looks a little awkward. No? Anyway, I finished reading The God of Small Things. It was such a good book. She is like a really, really like a lovely writer. I don't want to say good, because she's a good writer. Like she has so many awards and stuff. And yeah, it was really interesting book. You do have to, I would say that you have to be in the right mindset to read it, because some of the themes and topics are a little heavy, and that's why I feel like even though it's such a short book, I had to like listen to it and read it in breaks, because the topics were sometimes a little heavy and not something that you always are in the mood to listen to. So that is now my second book of the month. I'm so happy. 4 more books in the month to hit my goal. I loved like how many books I read in the month of April. I read 10 books in April, and I want to kind of keep up that high reading kind of goal, and it makes like just doing housework so much more fun when you have a good book to listen to. I just started listening to Daisy Jones and the Six, and then when I first started listening to it, I was like, hold on, is this like a true story? And then I had to quickly Google it, and I'm like, no, it's not. But I was immediately hooked onto that book. I'm like 45 minutes in, but I'm hooked. And it's actually such a nice listen when you are doing work. So I highly recommend that you guys listen to that. You can obviously read the book, but listening to it like as an audiobook, if you are an audiobook listener, it's like a nice listen because it's almost like listening to like a podcast, like American Crime, that podcast. It's kind of like listening to something like that, like listening to interviews or something. Highly recommend listening to that. I'll keep you guys updated. I want to finish this audiobook, Daisy Jones and the Six. I want to finish the audiobook because I have to return it. I'm listening to it on Libby and I need to return it in like 5 days. And I know if I don't finish listening to it by like tomorrow, I'm not going to get a chance to listen to it on the trip. So I'm hoping I can finish that off today, tomorrow. It's not too long of a book. I think whilst doing work and stuff, I can get it done. Let's go. We're going to start putting and organizing everything onto the shelf. It is now about 6 minutes to 4:30. I have 6 minutes, therefore, to quickly get ready and head to Mommy and Me class. The class starts at 5 and it usually takes about like 15 minutes to get there, but sometimes there is traffic. So I want to head out early so we can get there on time. Also though, to recap on what we did, I finished making that, putting in the shelves for the bookshelf, and then I just, whatever was lying around here, I just put it all into the bookshelf. So it's not really nicely decorated or looking aesthetic or anything like that, but I might do that a little bit like later, maybe in the nighttime or something, when I can just like go and get whatever like vases or things that we have lying around, color coordinate the shelf, because I do want to shoot standing in front of it tomorrow. I also tried to put it together, this standing LED light. However, I think there was like a part missing or something and it didn't come together, and it's so frustrating for me when that happens. So I just sent my driver with it to just like a repair shop to see if we can get it fixed. Then also tried to put in like a cable organizer underneath the desk, and that also wasn't working. Their little piece was missing, and so I couldn't fit it in. It was such a shoddy make as well, so like annoyed about that as well. But I think I want to just, maybe I'll do that a little bit later in the day. I just feel I got a little like flustered with things not like working out. But one thing that did work out is that I put down this like table mat for my table. It's a little bit larger than I thought it would be, and just covers up a little bit more of the table than I would have liked. I do like the color of the light colored wood, but I'm still happy with it. It's really nice quality, beautifully packaged. So at least one thing worked out here, because I also feel like the positioning of the shelf and all of that didn't work out. We're gonna do Baby and Me class and then try to wrap up some stuff on the list, including doing the rough pack. And then I think, to be honest with you, like throughout, like I'm just gonna do like a 2 or 3 hour work session to get through some of the work, mainly when I want to relax from like building all of the furniture. And then I want to just finish building all of the furniture, all of that pending IKEA furniture. I think I just want to just get it all done, so tomorrow I can just spend time just organizing everything and finishing off my packing and shooting my videos and whatnot. So it's just been pending for a really long time, and I don't want those things to be like not completed. So I'm just gonna listen to my book and finish putting all of that together. But now I have 2 minutes to go get ready and leave. Hey guys, we are back from the baby and me class. She did not enjoy this class. She was just being such a little rascal in this class, just being really like fussy, like just didn't want to be there. Like that was the vibes from her. So we came back a little bit earlier than we had planned. We had dinner. I have taken a shower. She is now just outside, just roaming around in her stroller with her nanny, and she's supposed to go to sleep in like 5 minutes. So I decided I would get started on our evening productivity. I'm feeling tired today. I don't want to have vlogs where I'm constantly saying I'm tired, but I'm feeling like a little physically exhausted. I want to just sit down and do something. So I have 2 things that I could do. 1 is work on my computer, and 2 is building the IKEA furniture. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of building the IKEA furniture, just try to get them done because they're cluttering up like the entrance space. And then 2, I am going to start putting together some of that IKEA furniture. But we're going to do the IKEA furniture first. I wanted to watch some like TV on in the background while I build it, but there's nothing that I'm really watching. Since I got back into reading books this year, I haven't been as interested in like TV shows. It usually takes me a while to get into TV shows anyway, and I hardly ever watch any new ones. Like I always watch like Modern Family on repeat, Friends on repeat, something on repeat. If like there's a new season of something coming out that I watch, like for example Bridgerton, I might go watch like the older seasons, and that's about it. I find it really hard to get into TV shows, and then I also don't like to get into them because when I do, then I find myself like binge watching it. I have to know what happens. I have to watch till the end. So it usually doesn't work out too well for me, and since the beginning of the year, really haven't watched much TV. Have been more focusing on my book count and reading through all of my books. We're gonna start with these 2 first. They're actually like office drawers. They're the Alex drawers from IKEA, and they're made for the office. However, I'm gonna use them for our bedside, is because our bed is a little high, and it's also like the bed head is a little bulky. So traditional bedside tables, they just are not functional with the bed. They're a little bit too low. They sit a little bit too far back where you can't really reach anything, and everything's just really far. And then compared to the bed, they are like a little small. Like you need like a big bedside table to kind of matches the scale of the bed or the size of the bed. So I decided to get these. I've had them in my office before. They have like a bunch of drawers, 5 drawers, and I thought it'd be perfect to also like organize all of the nighttime things that I need. My current bedside situation is always a mess. I have like my charger, my water, my skincare, stacks of books, my Kindle accessories, my medicines, all of this stuff. So I just wanted to have like a better situation happening. As I do this, I am listening to my audiobook, still listening to Dozy. I don't know why I can't get this name right. I'm listening to Daisy Jones and the Six. And I also, you guys can see this in the frame, but I'm also on TV, just have some background ambiance going just to kind of complete the mood. My husband has a dinner plan with for work or something. So it's just us today. We are done with building the drawer unit. I got 1 done. It took ages to do each drawer. Like that was exhausting. So I'm gonna go ahead. I need to do the other one, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this first on my side of the bedside and see if I even like it, because I do a very bad job of like matching things and measurements and all of that. Like I don't know if it's gonna be too big, because if it's too big, then I'm gonna pull it out and it has to go in my office or somewhere else. You guys can see that it is like really long, but that's also kind of why I got it, because you'll see right now what the situation is like with the current bedside table. The baby is sleeping in the room, so I have to push this in really quietly and try not to wake her. So this is literally the reality of my current bedside table. Like this, I have done nothing to it. This is how I just left it, I think, from last night. so it is like a disaster. I do attempt to clean it up, but it's just like usually like just shoving everything in the drawer because it just is messy. So let's just tidy this up. What do we think? Does this look insane? It still doesn't sit completely flush against the bed because of this big thick thing, but at least it comes out more. It's not as wide as the other one, but it still comes out more and obviously has so much storage. I am starting to realize that this solves the problem of having more storage and more like surface space, but not like things getting pushed to the back, because regardless, like this back portion is always going to be useless no matter how like wide this portion is. Did I just do this for no reason? So I can just maybe just try to push this forward and have it like this, but that's exactly how I had the previous one, and I guess now it's just like a little bit taller and I can access everything. I kind of do wish it had one of those like little holes in the back that I could have threaded in some of my wires so I could charge things like inside. That would have been kind of cool. And then like I could hide some of these wires and things, but we don't have that and I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna make the other one and I'm gonna put it up, but what I'm gonna do is then transfer these into my office and I'm gonna look for something else or get something else made. I want it to be this height, if not just like a half an inch shorter, and I want it to be like wider. Like I want it to come out more this way so I could put some other things on. But for now, let's just use it. Who knows? After using it, we might hate it, we might love it. Like I want to be able to put this here. Maybe I need to have like a lamp here instead of a lamp on the table. But this lamp here that I have is like a really nice one because it's not too bright. It's like perfect if you need to get up in the middle of the night and just go to the bathroom, or like if the baby's crying, I can just tap it and just have the littlest amount of light and not like brighten up the entire room, wake her even more. All right, let's continue and just finish setting it up. All right, it is done, nothing fancy, essentials drawer. And then we have like hair stuff here, and then skincare, some tech stuff, and then this is empty. I got this specifically because it reminded me of the dragon in Fourth Wing. Am I 100% happy with it? No. Are we gonna live with it for now? Yes, I think I'm gonna set up the same for my husband's side, and later on, maybe next year, because I'm so done with house stuff already, we'll look into getting something else. But I think it's gonna work. I think there's a few things that I need to change, like having less charging items. Like I have that one charging like dock that has like 3 ways to charge, and I think that's the one that I'm gonna keep. And I just need to get rid of the extra wires. Anything extra I need to charge like on my workstation or my work desk. I don't need to charge like both of my phones, my headphones, my watch, like everything here. And then I think I'm gonna do like a hanging lamp of some kind, so I don't need to have that one there, but I might just also keep it, not 100% sure. And then I will later on, like after I'm back from my trip, just organize, get little organizers for the drawers and organize it out. So I have like my lip care products, my hand care products. I can put all my masks and everything there as well, because I like to do like a hand mask or a foot mask. Both my hands and my feet get really dry, and I like to, instead of having them like in the closet or in somewhere else, it'll be nice to just have it on my bedside. So when I'm already in bed and I'm reading, I can just like slip them on. And so that was a huge task, and that's done. And now I'm thinking, should I just do the other one so we are completely done with it? Or do I now, since actually we're in this room, let's start pulling some outfits for my trip. Since we're already in the bedroom, instead of dragging all of the stuff outside, like all of the tripods and stuff outside, I'm already here. We can just do do a rough pack. Not that I have a little bit of extra time, but I want to sort out just some of my dresses. I usually color coordinate them, and they're like in a particular order. Like these are the dresses that I wear, like daytime dresses and like daily wear stuff. This is like my saris and my Indian clothes. These are some like cord sets, and I feel like it's all very messy and I can't find everything. So while I'm just like sorting out all of my vacation clothes, I also want to just reorganize everything a little bit by color. So while I pull out my vacation clothes, I just want to quickly do just sorting things out. Okay, I've done my quick sort out of everything. Not everything actually, just like sorting out my dresses here. And now I'm gonna get ready to pull some dresses. I have already put aside some outfits here. These dresses over here. I'll just pull them and then we'll see what to do next. Pulled out my packing cubes. I am missing a couple of things. I'm gonna check that if they're in the wash. Also pulled out this bag. I bought it for this trip. It's from H&M. It's a knockoff of the Prada one that I already have, and the Prada one actually comes in the same material, but I didn't want to spend all of that money getting this bag in this material because I feel like it might have a chance of getting ruined in Vietnam and stuff because it's rainy season there, and I just don't want to have to worry about like it raining on my bag and things getting damaged. I would be like okay if this got rained on, or I'm okay to get this wet and all of that, but I'd be upset if I spent like 3K on a bag and it got rained on and got damaged. So I'm not taking any of my designer purses either because of the exact reason. I just don't want to have to stress about one, like just having like a big logo, and then also things getting wet or it's too humid or stuff like that. I just want to be able to go out confidently each day and know that like, okay, if this gets rained on, I'm okay with it. This also has like a long crossbody strap, and you can also wear it like this. It's a nice neutral color, which will go with all of my outfits. Okay, I have one more bag that's from Zara. That's like a rubber that I'll unpack tomorrow. And then I think I have another bag that's also on the way. All right, that is most of all of this done. Nothing else that I want to pull. I'm happy with the outfits. I'm aiming to have about like 7-8 dresses because we're doing a 14-day trip. So I plan on like re-wearing everything at least once. Instead of having like 14 dresses that I'm packing, I'm going to re-wear everything once. Halfway through the trip, I will do my laundry, and I just want to have like 1 or 2 backup dresses, maybe like 1 backup dress just in case there's something that I don't love. And then also just having a dress that's like 1 or 2 nighttime outfits as well, because sometimes we'll get places and we'll have a dinner book. Some days are travel days, so I just want to also keep that in mind to make sure that I have some travel outfits as well. All right, we're gonna leave this. I'm still listening to Daisy Jones and the Six. I'm about 4 hours done, 45% of the book, 5 hours to go. I'm trying to finish this book, like the audiobook of this, because I have to return it back to the library. If I had it for longer, then I would have just left it and listened like when I'm back. I am kind of craving and I want to finish that last book of the Dreamland Billionaire series. It is called Final Offer, and it's not on Libby yet, so I can't get the free audiobook of it or can borrow the free audiobook of it. I have to buy it, and I already have a few, like I have this Daisy Jones and the Six. Okay, I also have this other book called The Right Move by Liz Tomford. I've seen it a lot on social media, and I think it'll be like a similar vibe to the Dreamland Billionaire series, but I think it's number 2 in her series. I think it's called like the Windy City series or something, and it's the second book in the series. And then I also have the Shatter Me book, but that one is an ebook, not an audible. So that's also there, and Shatter Me has retaken over the internet, and I remember it was really popular when I was in uni and I didn't get a chance to read it then. So I would be excited to kind of get into it now like there's hype all around it again. All right, we are about to just check on things. I haven't checked on Kajabi all day, so we just want to make sure that it's all going okay, that there are no like comments from students or any issues with anything. I'm going to quickly go ahead and check that, and then whoa. All right, so today we had 3 new students. That's pretty cool. Yep, they're all for the mini vlog masterclass. All right, so that's so cool. So we have a total of 8 students now. I'm going to check. I have like 3 kind of products up, which is like 1 is my main Reels course, 1 is obviously the mini vlog masterclass, and the other is my goals planner. So just wanted to check which one got new students in. But that's so cool. I'm so excited. It's 11 and I think I'm gonna call it a night. You guys, I've had so many late nights this week that I'm just gonna turn in a little early, try and wake up a little bit early tomorrow, I guess. And hopefully, let's try and do an early morning tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get back into the swing of 5 a.m. mornings because I've been doing so many late night 5 a.m.s just have not been possible. So maybe I'll try to do like an early, at least like a 6 a.m. or something like that tomorrow. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It means a lot to us as small creators, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.